Hi, I'm Heyzeus, and this is another profitable trade-ups video. Today I'm going to be doing a trade-up using blue skins from the Revolver Case Collection in stat track and non-stat track varieties. These trade-ups aren't 100% the same, they're not literally just the same trade-up in stat track and non-stat track forms, but they are fairly similar, and both of them use the same float values. They're both factory new trade-ups, so you'll need an average float of 0.07 for each of them. So let's get into it. So the first trade-up we're going to look at is the non-stat track one. Now to do this trade-up, you need 6 minimal wear outbreaks, which are 16 cents each, and 4 factory new outbreaks, which are 27 cents each. The total cost should come to about $2.04. Now these ratios aren't fixed, so you can have more factory new outbreaks if you want, you can have more minimal wear outbreaks if you want, as long as you keep the float average to 0.07. However, this is sort of the optimal compromise in my opinion, because having more factory new outbreaks increases the price of the trade up, so you'll make less money, but having more minimal wear outbreaks makes it harder to find skins with the right float, so I'd recommend a 6:4 ratio. And there's 6 different outcomes from this trade up. I won't bother reading out all the prices in detail, but basically only one of them is a loss. Only the tech blue burner will lose you money, and the rest of them will generally make you a decent amount of profit for a $2 trade up. If you get the power core or the tiger moth, you basically double your money. So you should get a pretty good return on this, and because they're cheap you can do a lot of them very easily. So onto the stat track version. Now there's a bit more diversity in the skins you can use for this. You can use a minimal wear outbreak, a minimal wear yorick, a minimal wear imperial, and factory new imperials and factory new outbreaks. Now this trade up is a little bit more complicated because the imperials have very different float spreads from the outbreaks and the yoricks. It's much easier to get very low float imperials, particularly in the minimal wear variety. However, on the other hand, the imperials are more expensive. So what I would recommend doing to keep the value to around $10, which is my sort of recommended value for this, is to use 4 of either the outbreak or the yorick, use them interchangeably, it doesn't matter, 3 minimal wear imperials, and 3 factory new skins, preferably imperials because they're easier to get at a very low factory new float, but if you can get outbreaks as well, they work exactly the same and they're slightly cheaper. In terms of what you can get from this trade up, the Avalanche is the big winner in the stat track version, along with the Tiger Moth. The Avalanche and the Retribution actually used to be worth a lot more, and this trade up used to be even better, to be honest, but ever since the pistols got nerfed, they haven't been quite as good. You do lose money in the fuel rod as well in this version, but the losses are fairly minor compared to what you make, so it's also quite a good contract. And, as usual, it's now time for me to put my money where my mouth is and try out these trade-ups in-game. Okay, so here we are in CSGO Exchange. As you can see, I've got enough skins for 2 of each type of trade-up. I did end up bulking these out with some Imperials because I couldn't be bothered waiting for some extra outbreaks to go on sale. As you can see, they're within the sort of factory new range. I really undershot on that one. If I was really worried about making money, you'd probably want to take some of the better skins from this one and use it for another trade up, but it doesn't really matter here. See, that's factory new as well. And once we've done those 2, we'll do 2 stat track ones, which I'm much more excited for because there's more money in those. Hopefully I won't get a bunch of shotguns, that'd be very sad, but it could happen, we'll see. It'll be very entertaining for everybody if I get wrecked. I'll cry myself to sleep, but everyone else gets to laugh at me, so at least some good comes of it. Okay, so see you guys in game. Okay, so here we are in game. Let's do the trade ups. I don't think I can be bothered to cross these out. They're not exciting enough to really deserve it. Okay, first trade up. Here we go. Obviously with these ones you can't lose that much money, so I'm not too worried about them. But oh, we got a Tiger Moth, that's pretty good. It is factory new, yes. Okay, second one. I feel like this is a really underrated collection. I think they're actually quite good skins. It's just the case of shit knives, so no one wants to open it. Hopefully get a Retribution. I'd like that. No, an Avalanche. That's also good. Not as good as it used to be though. Obviously, the Tech 9 has fallen from grace. I'm going to cross out these ones to make them more exciting. Since they're a bit more expensive. Sign it with a cross. Let's cross it out while it goes. I don't think we can get this in time. Who knows, maybe that'll be enough. Don't be deadly burner, please don't do it. Yes! Fuck yes! Avalanche. Okay, that's good. Sweet. It's good, can't lose money. It's all a very pretty shade of blue. I like the avalanche, nice skin as well. Obviously the gun's useless now, but the skin is very nice. Sign it with the cross that out. It's global. See? Global. Yeah, very convincing. Okay, let's go. That's a few rods. That's not as good, but we've definitely still made money, so I'm pretty happy. Anyway, I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. Out.